Flip day on my way to the mall, and Chris is already on site. The units arrived 4:55, so Chris is there. He started on skidding already. The other guys are on their way, and I'll be there in just a couple minutes here. And here we are at the Grand Shopping Center. Underway. And just as we had discussions yesterday, in the very rare event that somebody leaves a car parked overnight, this is what happens. Joe's going to get the forklifts. With the forklifts off the trailer. Generally, when a rooftop unit is shipped, there's a solid sheet of plywood right underneath the unit. And if you're doing a hoist, a crane hoist or a helicopter lift, when the unit gets lifted up, you can take out that plywood from under. There's like screws or little brackets on the sides you have to unscrew ahead of time. But then when it lifts up, it's ready to fall out. But the helicopter company was very clear that they would not lift if there was any kind of plywood coming out the bottom, because they're worried that the downdraft is going to blow it to the side and injure somebody. So that's why we had to forklift them off the trailer. While the forklift had it up, we were going to get the plywood out. The big unit, we were really struggling with 2 forklifts on either side even. We were going to lift it and then have the trailer that was on drive forward. But they were kind of struggling to get it even. We weren't even 100% if there was anything under there. See the heat exchanger there. So yeah, we're good on this one.
Okay, we're good on this one. I don't need to do anything.
No.
It said the jack was in the trailer. I thought it was empty.
Okay, this one's good.
What do you think the scrap
Check.
the units are?
Okay, beautiful, beautiful.
Good?
We're clear, yep. And these guys are on garbage detail, picking up all the loose scraps that would otherwise go all over the place. So apparently security is going to get a sweeper or something to come out, because there's a fair bit of debris around the area that normally they would have done a sweep the night before. So the trailer that is to take away the old unit showed up, but he showed up with an entire full load on the trailer, which means he can't take anything unless we offload him with the forklifts. But that's going to be like an hour process. So that's not going to happen either. So instead, the trailer that was paid to bring the new units is going to be paid to take away the old units once they're down off the roof. And this is just another lesson in, no matter how much you plan ahead, there's always wrenches that get thrown in the mix.
Bigger shackles, and I'm just going to stick them on the trailer.
We need one more for over here. And there's not one on the side here. Let's get this out of here so that we don't have any tripping hazards.
I just wonder how long it takes him to get from downtown to here.
So,
like 10 minutes.
Well, so he can't leave Billy Bishop till 7 o'clock.
So he'll probably be here like 7:15 max.
He seems to think he'll be here like 7:06. He's gonna come land, it'll shut off, they'll check like all the perimeter and everything like that. We'll connect the tops of these, the bigger shackles, test a few things. We'll run through a bunch of stuff verbally.
Yeah.
Then once that starts up, boom, it's go time.
And I'm assuming you have.
I'm gonna go up right now. Can I
Yeah.
ask you to bring up Ron and Ryan just so we both on each unit?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't think 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a 50 minutes walk.
Okay, 20 minutes. You got to be back down here.
Wrong guy. If it's we'll do it on Zoom. We'll do it on Zoom.
No. I'm good.
So it's Steve with STC Contract. We're at Yorkville Mall today. We're going to be doing some RTU picks with the helicopter.
Yeah, if I look back, tell me.
You're not on good.
Yeah. Looks like everybody is here.
Awesome.
One guy on the roof and one guy on the ground to work the hook. You have a guy on each corner of the curb. When the unit comes within reach, you guys will grab a hand on it, spin it, turn it, whatever Jack's got to do to get the hose lined up. Or you'll take the hook, walk over to the next unit that needs to come off, and he'll fly that back down. In case of emergency, God forbid, he's going to come down here and land, so we got to make sure this whole parking lot's clear. So if you see someone down the bottom of the helicopter, you guys want to get out of here.
They're all labeled. You saw the numbers too, right?
Remain clear of the helicopter landing zone as soon as the aircraft lights are on. Never go near the tail rotor or engine exhaust. Don't place yourself underneath the load.
You're still sitting
Should be any stack of electricity. Know where to hook his head at all times. If you see, hear, or smell anything unusual, let me or Joe know. In case of an emergency, stay near your single man to know where to go. So if for some reason we're in the middle of this lift job, you have a guy shows up, he can't be part of the lift job because he wasn't here for the briefing. Building will be cleared, right? Yeah. You guys on the roof don't fall through any curbs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pass this around.
This is how we would have it. Give them what they want. Right, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Do you care where I put the old units?
Do I care where you put them?
Yeah.
I wanted to put them relatively close so
Okay.
we're not going far with the hook.
Okay, that sounds good.
So you've got a copy of the list, right? Or are you just going by me?
I'll follow you.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to be getting 2 coming off,
This one
and then
first.
we're going to go with this.
Okay.
2 more come back, then this goes up,
Down,
then 1
up.
comes down,
Okay.
and then the big boy.
Okay.
It's go time! Rob just hopped in, so it's going to start up.
10-4, we're ready.
Great one. He's going to be taking pictures.
So this will be the curb adapters. Just have to just lift it up. Just going to get the curb adapters right now. coming in. Careful, they're gonna fall. We can lift it with the forklift after.
You're gonna come again, right?
Again with another drop. P1 was a success. It's going back for pick 2 now. Dropping that, bringing 2 back. Yeah, this we gotta have ready. Ron was about to beat the crap out of that lady. He's just not listening. Always! There's always one! Okay, so this big mama's going up. Ryan's in position. 1 to drop and 1 to go up. Okay, we just told the truck driver that he can go. We're gonna let him out the perimeter. But we still got to keep it closed off for cleanup. And well, we still got the units to get loaded up on the trailer, the other trailer. As always, things don't go quite the way you want them to, and apparently we got issues up on the roof. That big unit supposedly isn't sitting on the curb. Roofers roofed it a little bit too thick. So we'll go look at that in a minute, but that's not feeling too good about that. It's a big number one. Yeah, a little bit of fluorescent paint here and there. It's fresh. So that truck is leaving, and this trailer will now come in. We've got to get all these units cleaned up so we can lift that perimeter and let people start coming in shortly. I love that sound! Isn't that nice?
He's doing that on purpose.
You're the man, man! Get in the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
Get in the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
As everybody stands with our cameras, right? Perimeter is open. Truck can leave. So when a rooftop unit sits on a curb, we place on the roof, and then roofers come along and roof in the bottom of that and the top so that no water can penetrate. This would be the curb sitting on the roof, open in the bottom. So here, the roofers put roofing membrane around here, usually like an asphalt type, and just a little bit over the top. But what happens is if they put too much over the top or too much insulating, then it's too thick. So our unit comes down and the edges can't sit to hang over top anymore, or they just hang a little bit, but the unit can't sit right down proper. If it's not seated properly, then the supply and return inlet and outlet that are inside of that unit won't connect with the supply and return duct drop that are inside the curb to go through the roof. So then if you have a big gap, you're gonna have the air just blowing out into the curb, and the return is not gonna be sucking through the unit. So it's a big problem. So then you have to lift off the unit, move it off to the side, roofing removed from the curb, re-roofed so it's not quite as thick, put the unit back on. When you're dealing with a 4,000 pound unit that took a helicopter to put into place, that's a problem. So that's a very stressful moment when you suddenly realize, like, oh my God, now whose expenses is gonna, roofers are gonna say it's not their problem, it should have been caught earlier. The GC is gonna say, well, how come you guys didn't know? And we're gonna say, well, we didn't realize roofers put it on that thing. And then it's just everybody, it's just not a good situation whatsoever. So that's when the stress starts to sit in. Looks good from here.
It does look good. Good from fiberglass.
So this is the return side of the big unit. We were concerned thinking that it hadn't seated right. There was going to be a big gap. So obviously the heat exchanger sides.
Don't even do anything. That's a good angle. You can see it.
I say it's good. So as it turns out, the units, they're not really that bad after all. They're seating on the curbs, and the gasket is sealing in between. So it could be pushed down just a half inch more, but it's all sealed. So we're gonna call it good. Yeah, where'd everybody go? So I'm gonna call that a wrap. What do you guys think?
It's a wrap.
baby.
Yeah. Another one bites the dust. But now I think it's time.
Good job,
I think it's time for Wally's.
Yeah.